Now I'd like to invite forward Adriana for our mission moment this morning.
A reading from Matthew chapter 25, verses 31 through 46. When he finally arrives, blazing in beauty and all his angels with him, the Son of Man will take his place on his glorious throne. Then all the nations will be arranged before him, and he will sort the people out, much as shepherds sort sheep and goats, putting sheep to his right and goats to his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Enter, you who are blessed by my Father. Take what's coming to you in this kingdom. It's been ready for you since the world's foundation. And here's why. I was hungry and you fed me. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. I was homeless and you gave me a room. I was shivering and you gave me clothes. I was sick and you stopped to visit. I was in prison and you came to me." Then those sheep are going to say, "Master, what are you talking about? When did we ever see you hungry and feed you, thirsty and gave you a drink? And when did we ever see you sick or in prison and come to you?" Then the king will say, "I'm telling you the solemn truth. Whenever you did one of these things to someone overlooked or ignored, that was me. You did it to me." Then he will turn to the goats, the ones on his left, and say, "Get out, worthless goats. You're good for nothing but the fires of hell. And why? Because when I was hungry, you gave me no meal. I was thirsty, you gave me no drink. I was homeless, you gave me no bed. I was shivering, you gave me no clothes. Was sick and in prison, and you never visited." And the goats are going to say, "Master, what are you talking about? When did we ever see you hungry or thirsty or homeless or shivering or sick or in prison and didn't help?" And he will answer them, "I'm telling you the solemn truth. Whenever you failed to do these things to someone who was being overlooked or ignored, that was me. You did that to me." Then those goats will be herded to their eternal doom, but the sheep to their eternal reward. Now let me recount for you, when did the empire of the United States not see Jesus by the side of the road? USAID has helped support the network of emergency response rooms across the Sudan. These are civilian-led groups that provide food and other humanitarian aid to the hundreds of thousands of people during the country's continuing civil war. Famine has already been confirmed or is projected to take hold in 10 parts of the country due to USAID funds being cut off. The USAID freeze has devastated tuberculosis and maternal HIV programs in the Mathur North Health Center, which serves some of Nairobi's poorest. The X-ray machine that had been operated by workers supported by USAID grants, that's the X-ray machine that they used to diagnose tuberculosis. It's no longer running because the personnel trained to operate it were fired when the USAID funds were cut off. After the Trump administration issued its stop worker order, an international nonprofit whose work was partly supported by USAID began running out of those ready-to-use therapeutic food for severely malnourished children in 3 states of the country of Nigeria. Now, let me recount to you, when did people of faith see Jesus by the side of the road? In 2024, the Presbyterian Mission used its gifts from One Great Hour of Sharing to help Malawans on the path to food security through unique women-owned businesses. In Kenya's Marsabit County, hunger and thirst were a daily concern, as water scarcity is a huge problem in this arid desert region. In 2021, UCC partners and the community, using money from One Great Hour of Sharing, drilled a solar-powered borehole well and installed a water system using funds from One Great Hour of Sharing. Farmers in Nicaragua are being given support through One Great Hour of Sharing, where they learn about raising poultry and raising chickens so that they can continually sustain their family with food and have eggs to sell. We may be citizens in a goat nation, but when we stand in the gap, when we see those in maternal need and gather our resources to try and meet that need or break down the systems that precipitate that need, we declare that we are not goats. We are the flock of Jesus, and we see his face in the face of our vulnerable brothers and sisters in our city, in our nation, in our planet. I invite you to meditate on this reading from the Gospel of Matthew as you make your One Great Hour of Sharing offering today. picturing Jesus by the side of the road in the faces of all those helped by our one great hour of sharing offering, needed now more than ever. Thank you.